Well, good evening from Fort Mac, Alberta, Canada. I had a day today in the mine. I kind of thought, pull this microphone up a little closer. I kind of thought I was going to have the day off. We woke up to half an inch of snow up here in the mine. And people don't realize when you're running equipment, um, boy, it gets slippery quickly. And I get up at 20 minutes to 5, as I normally try to do, my new norm. Last week, I waited until 5 o'clock to get up, and I'll be very careful about what I say. Because my supervisor's son, I found out his name. Oh, that's a good name. And I'll not say it. But nonetheless, um, we all went to work because we're guaranteed 3 hours if they send us home immediately. And that's better than staying at home and missing out on um, a chunk of change, actually. And um, I I worked my whole life as self-employed, independent contractor, doing as much stuff as I could to generate as much money as I could in order to take care of my family. And I, I don't regret that at all. Well, I've had a couple of different families. That's what happens when you suffer the horror called divorce. Oh my, not good. Anyways, okay. Last couple of videos have been about my one upcoming birthday, which happened on October 21st, and I I guess I have been alone in a crowded room all my life, and I believe that it is primarily my choice. Um, but I also believe that it is, it's not a curse, but I think it has to do with the fear of revealing myself and being rejected. Okay, I, I think so. Perhaps some of you may will experience something like that. And my birthday, I turned 73. There are those who tell me, really, really be careful walking down those stairs at the end of a 12-hour shift with an hour and a half or 2 hours on each side of those 12 hours, getting ready for work, riding the bus, coming home, getting off the bus, and saying hello to as many people as I possibly can. Because I worked in a mine further north. It was called Fort Hills. I speak of that using the name because I don't work there anymore. And I remember the first day that I walked down from my room Um, and I met a large portion of people, as there were 1,700 of us spending the night, eating, then going to work. And I watched hundreds of people walk towards me, and I wear camo. Well, that's my vain effort to blend in. But I don't blend in. I'm kind of glad of it. Um, I, I, I was shocked. Well, I'm shocked when I say hello to someone and they look at me like, I'm not giving you money, son. I wasn't asking. But because I do look like a street person gone Western, people do that. I'm more apt to give them money. And so I made a concerted effort to make it was so difficult. The people that walked towards me in the hallway as I would be heading down after depositing my stuff in my room, and I would be heading down for supper, and I would walk past the gym, and I would think, oh, I should be in there. But I would still walk past and I would go and eat. And so the first day, I nodded to everyone, kind of like this, nodded to everyone, and I said hello. No one said hello to me. No one recognized. It may have been my camo. No. But no one recognized that I existed. And I thought, your problem, people, is that you don't realize that to many people, you don't exist. Well, hey, here. I, 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 I live alone in a little tiny apartment. I don't owe a blessed cent. Well, I don't have anything to owe a blessed cent on. 22-year-old Dodge Cummins ranch truck. Um, and I purposed in my heart that I would say hello to every single person that I met. But the problem came when I nodded. Ready? Hey, how are you? I ended up with a neck the first or second day that was so sore. My neck was just wrecked from nodding. I thought, well, we're going to cut that out. That's not hard. And I proceeded to speak to everyone. And I carried that further into the mine, and I wave at everyone in the mine. Oh, huh. Oh, oh, minus 50. My window is down and or open. My little frozen hand is stuck out the blessed window, and I'm waving. Those people in the hallway, McLennan Lovage, um, they started to notice, well, they noticed me, but then they would look at the baseboard on the right if they were meeting me, and or where the ceiling met the wall, were they walking towards me. and they ignored me completely. Oh, gee. Hey, you want to humiliate yourself? Say, hello, how are you? To about 3 to 100 people, and they don't even want to let on that they noticed that you existed. And there were some big guys there. They would just walk over you like a road packer, and you would be going. And anyways, I persevered, and I persevered for a long time. And the people that did not fit in, the people that look at me, I don't really fit in. Oh boy, I have some fine memories. And I did that for a long time, several months. And then something started to happen. And people, as they walked towards me, they started to dare to look at my eyes to see if I still cared enough for them to say hello. And I, I, I suppose in life we we set goals and aims and standards and stuff like that, and but they're ours. They're not to be inflicted on others. And anyways, I went from McLennan Lodge, and oh, did they have good food? Oh, and I met some such good people. I wish some of them would give me a, a view one time, and but I well remember a tall giant Belgian, not a horse, a person from Belgium, and he spoke Parisian French, and he had no hair well on his head, and so I always looked for him, and I would walk over and I would sit down, and oh, we bonded. I spoke the last couple of days of the fact that it was my birthday and I had become 73 years of age. Well, that was quite a shock for me. I have always felt like I was 40. And, well, I just kind of would look around and say, well, 3 divorces. My eldest sister, she's quite cute. And she's a good kid. And she says, oh, Jim, you're not going to ever get married again, are you? You've been divorced 3 times. I said, well, I blessed well hope so. She said, you gotta be kidding. I said, well, who knows? Perhaps the fourth one might be the charm. And and so that's how I live. I quit looking very much. Mm, I kind of we leave that alone. Anyways, I spent about 5 6 years working in the mine, and started with a new company back in June, I think. May have been May, but I think it was June. And there was a man there, my supervisor, and I kind of liked the guy. So And if you watch what is called a video dedicated to my supervisor's son. I found out his name, not going to say it. If you watch a video called If the Creator Calls You to Do Something, He Will Equip You. Hey, I want you to know something. I'm not religious. I am not. I am not Catholic, Protestant, nor Christian. There's a reason for that. When you put a title upon yourself, people categorize you. They ascertain this person must be like that person who I once met, who I wouldn't even want to talk to. And quite often, if you put a title to yourself, people have justification for not wanting to talk to you. So um, I have chosen to say I am but a man. Whoa, I am rough, rugged. Whoa, too much. Um, who chooses to believe in a creator and his son who took my place for my sins upon himself on the cross, suffered, bled, and died, rose from the dead on the third day. It's not three 24-hour things. It's it's it, it's it's 3 days. Okay, and so anyways, um this morning, up at 20 to 5, my coffee, my vitamins, and all those things that I take every day to help me as a 73-year-old to feel like a 40-year-old, which I do. If you watched the last video, the one before, I'm not sure. If you watched the one that I used the name of my friend Vic from down in Sheridan, Wyoming, and he was 96, you should watch complaining about a lady that did not want to be intimate with him. And I thought, Vic, you're my hero, son. 96 years of age. I really want to be 80 years old and still working in the mine, which brings us full circle. Got to the mine today, and a whole bunch of us, and Site Super says, well, we're sending you all home. And I said, oh, isn't that terrible? Oh, you mean I am going to be able to go home, lay down, go to sleep another 6 hours, and then get up and clean my blessed, really not clean apartment, do the dishes. I'm not going to tell you how terrible a housekeeper I am because I'm not made to tend to house. Oh, possibly I will have to learn. Anyways. Well, another site super says, actually, I think we're going to keep Jim back so that he can run hoe, excavator, hoe. Another, I have a choice of going home to bed or climbing onto the most beautiful machine in the world that God ever allowed man to invent. Think about that for not long. Anyways, I chose the hoe excavator 374 cat. Anyways, the one supervisor, he was going to put me over here, and another supervisor was going to put me over there, and I ended up over there, and walked that big cat about 3 miles from one place to another, and I loaded a couple of trucks and new super. He wasn't just too certain that he should let me continue and in the situation anyway. So I went from the 374 cat ho, and I thought, oh, come on, father, hey you. And he said, I have something better for you. And I thought, whoa, okay. I won't whine and I don't whine and complain about anything at all. It's a novel idea, a man that does not whine. Well, I don't. Of course, there's no one here to make mention if I did. Get me? Anyways, okay. Um, Well, then I had the privilege of climbing onto the smallest truck in the world and running the blazes out of it. And I thought, okay, this isn't what you're talking about. Because I'll guarantee you this isn't better. Okay. And so ran that toy truck for about 2 hours, perhaps. And the new site super, he's not sure what to do with me. And he's no, and he speaks so low, I can't hear him. Well, it helped that I had forgotten one of my blessed hearing aids, and how can you tell? I mean, I don't talk to myself, and so I wasn't sure. Well, I didn't even know that I didn't have the second one in my ear. It's where they belong. Anyways, so uh, the super, he says, that's the last load we need to load from here. We're going to come and get you, and you just take your truck somewhere. Oh, I didn't hear that. He said, well, I didn't hear that. And I thought, I don't know what to do. And I thought, well, I'm not going to humiliate myself and let on to the guy that I can't hear. Well, I can't hear. I mean, such a quiet voice. Anyways. So here. Uh, I thought this may be dumb, but I'm going to go back to where I was, and so I drove in. I tried talking to the super. He was in it. His stupid radio doesn't work well, and mine may not. And anyways, I thought, oh well, he's here. And so I did my paperwork. I climbed out of my little tiny toy truck. It's still 5 times bigger than a tandem dump truck going down the road. That's how much it holds, 5 times as much as a tandem dump truck. Anyways, I got down, figured out in the tinted windows where I should sit. I won't sit in the front seat unless I'm invited. I will sit in the back seat. I would sit in the box if the back seat were filled. I'm a rancher. Hey, I don't want to sit at the door of the truck nor behind the steering wheel. I want to sit in the middle where you don't have to open and close gates. You don't have to do anything. I'm used to being on a horse. You don't get off the horse to do menial things. Stupid. Anyways, okay. Oh, dear Lord God in heaven. That's, whoa, too long. I'm so sorry. Okay. I was called by another supervisor. He said, Jim, we're coming to get you, son. And I said, well, I have about another half hour walking down the blessed road. He said, I'm coming to get you and going to throw you on a dozer. A D8 cat dozer. I begged that old girl. I've never been on a D8. Well, I did once 4 hours, but I begged. And my heart, soul, spirit bonded with that truck. Hard to believe. It's not a Ford, so perhaps it is easier to believe. Anyways, I had such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And God was right. I mean, running the 374 hoe, that was good. Running a D8 CAD, that was wonderful. Okay, God bless. I'm sorry I talked too long. I will get my stuff together and I will not talk so long next time. God bless you. Thank you for watching. By the way, I almost have 1,096 subscribers, 7,400 plus views. It's your fault. You're that kind to me, and I so appreciate it. God bless.